only in my channel. I did add you, but I don't know if people actually gonna see it on your channel. So, hi everyone, welcome to our Friday evening brainstorming session. With here, Super Otaku is here,
How you doing,
and
Jens?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm actually. I don't know. This week felt so long. I'm just really glad that that's the weekend. So yeah.
Yeah, it did feel like a long week. Um, what's going on right now, for sure.
Yeah, next week is a short week for me. I get the Friday off for Juneteenth. Um,
Same
so
here.
that
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, yeah, looking forward to a shorter week. It's nice.
hmm
Yeah, and tomorrow we'll be going hunting again, trying some new places.
Yeah, I know you picked up some stuff, and
Yeah,
also, yeah, you got something for me, which
yeah.
is
Let's
good.
start with that. We'll
All right.
have
Yeah.
we'll have this gorgeous beauty here.
Beautiful.
Get the glare out. Uh,
So
nice.
beautiful.
Yeah,
So I wanted
it.
to talk to you about this one actually because I want to slab it. You know what I mean? It just looked good in a slab.
Sure.
But first off, I think it would come back a 9.8, but it's technically a facsimile. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it
There are
just doesn't.
facsimiles with value out there. I mean,
Okay.
I what I saw is there's this is the reprint of the 1 in 100 or something like that, or it was like a really yeah, short run, and it
That's a
was
big
like
book. Yeah.
yeah, and it was early enough because it's Adam Hughes, but you don't see
Hey.
his signature.
Yeah. He just got up again.
If you need to go,
No, he went to bed. He went
okay,
to bed.
okay.
All right. Let's see.
He
Let's
just
see.
wanted to make sure that you're still there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we talked about it briefly on text. I mean, it's worth it. You could, I mean, you can also wait. I'm gonna have more submissions if you want. Value wise, just because it just came out a couple of days ago, there isn't any sale numbers yet, so it's gonna take a time. But there's facsimiles where it has some values when you slab it. I mean, it usually stays around $100 maybe, if
Yeah.
it's a popular one. But I mean, still, it's really it's a gorgeous cover. I mean, if they had more, and I was surprised because a lot of facsimiles, like I was talking to Josh over at Stupid Geeks, and he's like, facsimiles haven't done well for him. Some of the ones that he ordered, and so I think that's why he doesn't do the order. One of his people does, and I guess that's why they might have not picked it up. But yeah, where I went, that was the last one of the regular cover, and they had one more of the foil. So either they also didn't pick up a lot of copies, but I mean it's a gorgeous one. And yeah, in regards to that, are you going? Or I think we're gonna watch the movie together. Hopefully, I don't know. Are we gonna go to an AMC one where we can maybe pick up one of those
Popcorn
giveaways?
bucket. Oh, which one?
No, the comic books, like the what I was reading last week. There's one, the AMC IMAX. They're giving away a special copy of Supergirl, which will be like a special variant or something like that. That they're only gonna give away the premiere day.
We gotta do
So
that. Yeah.
so we should,
AMC. Yeah.
yeah.
Do it.
I think the one in Linwood qualifies. The one I looked up, so we should check that out.
The
That
one
big
in
one,
Linwood. Okay.
yeah, right by the mall there. Um,
Okay. Is that like an IMAX one? No.
I think so. I think so.
Oh,
Yeah, from
okay.
what I looked it up, I'll make sure. Or the one, I'm not sure if the one in Bellevue is a
No, the one in Bellevue,
that's a Regal, right?
it's not AMC, I don't think.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll find one. We'll find one because
Yeah.
that'd be cool. Because I've seen I don't know for what movies, but I've seen it going through like the variants and stuff like that. And there was another movie premiere one. Might have been one of the Superman ones from last 2 years ago, whenever it came out. Or another movie. I don't know. They had the same thing, and because of the limited run, those are also very popular. So
You want to? So, I think the weekend it comes out is when my wife leaves for
mhm.
Tokyo.
Yeah,
You want to go like during the week, like after work or something?
it's Fridays, right? Fridays when they usually premiere.
Yeah, like Thursday, Fridays are when I don't think I'll be able to go then, but like after the premiere weekend,
Okay.
something like or maybe that Sunday, because after I drop her off kind of in the late afternoon. Um, and we'll figure out a time, but hopefully like if I can't make it that weekend, just soon after, right? I don't want things to be spoiled for us by the internet, but
It will be, yeah, most likely.
no,
Yeah.
but
Uh,
we'll definitely catch it.
okay. I picked. So while I was looking for that, I did pick up a few things for myself.
Let's see it.
Um,
Yeah.
so this one was a recommendation from the store owner. It's called the Hab. So it's I guess short for habitat. So they're building an area. He was explaining they were building an area to get away from like an outbreak or something like that, and they want to be self-sustaining, but there's something weird going on in the water. So it sounded really good what he was talking about. So I figured I'll take the first one at least and read it. So I took that one.
That looks cool. I like the
Yeah,
cover. Cover
yeah.
looks really good.
I picked this one up just because this was something I grew up with when I saw it. Yeah, I had to.
What was that? She's barfing. Okay, I'll do it. Go to bed. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So Mask, I just got the cover A. For my friend, I picked up actually two of the blind bags. He wants to open them himself, so it's gonna be a while. Yeah,
Hmm.
I had the toys when I was little, so when I saw it, I
Me
was like,
too.
okay.
Yeah. Hey, so that mask blind bag,
Mhm.
that's what it is. Just for the because I know there's some ROM and stuff. Like I'm
Yeah,
not
ROM
sure.
number one.
ROM number one. Okay.
I mean, it's a, I guess they're bringing the character back into that universe, and I saw that from the two foils, the ROM number one, and then there is a gold foil that talks about the origin, which are actually different books, which is kind of cool that they're actually doing that. Those kind of shot up already, so each of those are almost $40 already. Because I guess people got crazy. I don't know if that's gonna stay there.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me, but yeah. But then I saw a couple other videos where people got like 10 packs, and they basically got just three covers and then three times duplicates and stuff like that, which can happen. If we're going out tomorrow, Marcel wants me to pick up four more blind bags, so I might have to keep an eye out on that.
Oh
Um,
dear, we got a FOMO situation going on here.
so yeah, I have to pick this one up.
Oh
Absolute
yeah, that
Catwoman.
looks cool. Yeah.
Yeah, um, yeah. Which following Scott Snyder was saying that like all the retailer copies. I mean, obviously at the stores they can't say, but whatever the stores ordered out, it got sold out the whole print. So that immediately on day one went into second run. So which is pretty cool.
Hey, so what's going on with the Catwoman character? Because I'm just wondering, is she like super good or super evil?
Um, it is. I haven't read this one yet, but in Absolute Batman, she was actually Bruce Wayne's childhood friend,
Hmm.
and but there is, she has this big bulb thing, and the first baddie in the portion that they call the zoo, which is like the first five ones. He wears something similar. So I don't recall exactly, but I think she because they kind of grew up poor, and I think she took on some weird contracts and stuff like that. I mean, similar to Catwoman, you know, like stealing stuff or whatever that we know. But yeah, she was already from the get go. She was very sweet on Bruce, so that
Okay.
they're sticking with that. Um, I don't remember. I mean, it's been a while since I read the first part, but that's what I remember.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, um, I figure, Absolute Catwoman would be one of those like, um, it would just be interesting what they would do that with that character, since she's like, we know her to be Batman's, like girlfriend, and she's kind of this villain slash her feelings for Bruce
Yeah,
kind of teeter on a good and bad side, but it sounds like they're staying like true to that character then.
and you know more about. I mean, I know a little bit of Catwoman, but you know more from the DC universe. So this one, the key facts are introduction of Cassandra Cain in the Absolute Universe, introduction of Holly Robinson in the Absolute Universe, which that doesn't tell me anything. First team appearance of the Copycats.
Mm,
First mention of the Calicos, a team affiliated with Catwoman, and introduction of the Cat Cave. So
okay.
those are the key facts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know Holly Robinson's one of her like I think she's just one of her like friends or something, like her like which they have a in the comics they yeah, she just is like protecting her. So they're like both orphans or something, and she's protecting because she's like a sibling like character. I don't. It sounds like they're keeping that storyline or their relationship there somehow. It's
okay.
interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and again, like I mean, if you look at it, like there is I don't know how many, it's 40, 60 different variants. So yeah, yeah. If it's something big, they have that, and it's a lot of them look the same, just little variants, and then there's little whatnot. There's one seller I've seen in Whatnot 616 comics or something like that. They always get a bunch of variants and stuff like that.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, I picked up a new Masters of the Universe series. Let me
Oh,
see.
nice.
Yeah, this one is based on the universe from from the motion picture. So I thought that would kind of cool. Pick up the first one. And before I went over there, I actually stopped by at Half Price Book in Everett, and I picked up two comics. I got Hulk Gray #1.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it
That's a
has.
badass cover.
It looks like it might have us like not like maybe similar. Like it might have gotten wet or something like that. So definitely need to press this. But it looked pretty good. I think they had the whole run. If I would have looked, I saw a few more, but this is the only key out of there. So I figured I'd just pick this one up, and it was half cover, so I think it was only like $1.75.
Nice.
And then the last one that I picked up was
What's going on? うん。11時だった。ねってね。はい。
yeah, so Predator versus Wolverine #1.
Oh,
First,
that's nice.
yeah, first print. They had a bunch of Predator stuff to trade in, but I checked. Since I always check what's really worth grading and whatnot, so this was the only one that grading would make sense, because there's so many different, especially with Alien and Predator, they made so many different variants or crossovers and stuff like that. There was another one with Black Panther I didn't find it right away on the app, so I mean that might have been one worthwhile, but I left it. So yeah,
That looks like a good read. I'm curious to know who wins the battle.
that is true. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to look that up. Um, yeah, I started reading the just because we see a lot of them, and it kind of got me intrigued. Was the Nightfall series? So that's what I'm currently reading. I'm on the story that leads up to it, and yes, it's kind of cool when you see, because there was a few of the, each other one was the cover was done by Sam Keith, so you can right away tell, right? I mean, you flip over and it's like, oh, that's a Sam Keith cover, so
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
Hey, yeah, we didn't get a chance to talk because like this, I know you mentioned it separately in your post haul video. I mentioned it in my post haul video, but we didn't get a chance to really kind of talk about your pickup last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jason was nice enough to double board it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is, I think, it was just a nice moment last weekend, right?
Yeah.
You getting this book. I feel like it was for you. I don't know. You talked me through your emotions, but it just seemed like it was it was a book you're looking for, and you kind of were like, oh, well, I don't know if I'm going to find anything I like, and then boom, and you got it at a really great price. It's a great book.
Yeah, it was funny because we started looking on the 25% off, and there were some okay books in there, but even at 25, I mean, it's a deal, but it was nothing that really wowed us. And I was like, do I really want to do it to myself and just like crouch on the floor and hey Ron.
Hey Ron, what's up, man?
Want to do this to myself and dig to the over there, and you were like, come on. And like the second box over, I'm like, and all I saw was the Max, right? And just showing it one more time. And I was like, Batman the Max. Oh, that seems kind of cool. And then I pulled it up. I didn't even see that at first.
Right.
Like I just went straight to the same key.
I mean, think of the odds, right?
Yeah.
I could have missed it. You could have missed it, and it could still be there at Jason's, and then we would have never known. I don't know if we ever go back and dig like we did.
Yeah, true, because you were so. For whoever hasn't been there, so they're actually double stacked. So you were working on the bottom stack, and then I went and started with the ones above. And the second box were like the bees and Batman. There was like 2 or 3 boxes full of Batman. And yeah, like you said, you were talking in the car. It's like, what do you want to find? I'm like, well, I've been looking on eBay. I said, one of these days, I'm going to find a Sam Keith signature somewhere. Maybe it's on a page 1 of one of the books or something like that. And then the same day, boom, there it was. So yeah. And then I said I wanted it on something. I mean, I said would be cool to find a Sam Keith. I can't get too picky. Just it's been kind of the price has been hot. So I've seen some, like, I think he did like a Venom cover that was like the cheapest one I found on eBay. It was like $130. But it wasn't really like it looked good, no doubt. I mean, he was a great artist, but it wasn't really like what you wanted it, right? So I was like, if it's perfect, it would be something either Marvel Comics Presents, because I feel he did really great on that series, or if the Max series, he's known for the Max. So yeah.
No, that's. Did you check the census data? That looks like it would be like there wouldn't be too many double signed copies of that at all.
Actually, I don't remember. I checked. I checked. That was okay. So of that series, there was several variants, and so this was a sem or yeah, it was one of the variants. So I think it holds value. Even what I paid, which was $20, holds is about the value of the variant itself. I think somewhere around there. It's not like a $3 book, so it's a few dollars more than that. But let me check on the
Yeah, that's
census.
worth grading, man. That's worth grading.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I have almost everything we picked up. There's a couple of books where I'm kind of like that. And you weren't with me when I picked up that. What's it called? Southern Bastards or whatever. I mean, it's kind of hot right now because they're working on the show, but and I have to read it. Maybe it changes me that I'll get like more excited about it. It was cool to find it. But yeah. And then the other one where it was a little bit of a letdown, or quote unquote letdown, was the Walking Dead. Even though it's a great one, it said on the notes that it was a Kirkman signature, and it ended up being the other guy. I don't remember his name. So I don't know why I was a little bit disappointed, but I could still get a Kirkman signature if I wanted to. So, okay. But yeah, those are the only two where I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to get them graded, but this one for sure, and the Neil Adams ones also.
Yeah. Hi. Go. Okay. Okay. I'll be in just a minute, okay? What's up? Yeah, I knew it was going to be one of these nights because my wife is usually doing the, bedtime duties, so I can jump on here. But she's at a concert tonight, so she's with her friends, and I had to put him to bed, and he's not in bed yet. So I thought I had him, but no, he's still.
Okay.
It should be fine. He's just gonna stay awake.
And if you have to go, I mean, it's
no,
I
I'm
understand
good.
it too.
He's gonna learn how to go to bed, so we're good.
Okay, let me see here. Okay, I'm just gonna try.
I do want to talk to you about there's some Kirkman news. I don't know if you heard it or
not. Not ringing a bell right now, no.
Okay, let me. Where did I put that book? Is it in here? It's actually pretty big news. Give me just a second here. It smells something burning, is it? Could be from outside. Anyway. 테키스트 없겠다.
오빠
英語でいいよ。英語で。Did she respond?
さして。
さ。はい。ちょっと待って。お父さん今、YouTube 中から、Can you wait for me in your bedroom? Just go to sleep, okay? Yeah. Yeah, it was like news that Kirkman had acquired the rights to some Valiant IP, namely Magnus the Robot Fighter.
Okay.
Turok the Dinosaur Hunter.
Okay.
And the third one was Solar the Man of the Atom. Now, these are three Golden Age properties that they revived under the Valiant publishing title, and they came out as 90s books during the whole comic boom, and it helped kind of launch Valiant Comics. And Kirkman acquiring the rights for those three properties means he's going to put out something at Image, like revive those titles at Image.
Okay.
And it's got a lot of collectors excited. It's also kind of shot up the Golden Age books of those three, and as well as the 90s books. They're like, there's millions of printings out there. They'll never really, I don't think, amount to much. But you're talking about like a dollar bin book that is now probably going to be sold for like $5 to $10, could go higher, right? For those, just curious to put tabs on that and see where that goes. But it should be interesting.
Yeah. I only knew Turok Dinosaur Hunter from the N64 game, from that series. Was surprised to see how far it actually went back. That there is like a Golden Age version of it, or like one of those Golden Dell ones or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've seen like on some other collector ones, like people like me that only knew it from the N64 games, they thought that they found like a treasure. It's like, oh, it's Turok the Dinosaur Hunter. Like we have to pick it up, So pretty sure like one or the other person that doesn't know how overprinted it was or how many of those copies are out there have probably already paid extra for it. But it's cool to see if they bring it back out. So
yeah, I think that book potentially has. It's a number one issue, even though there's a lot of printings and copies of it out there. It's something, it'll trend, and that's kind of where I'm curious to see where the value lands. Right? Is it going to be, it could be a $20 book at the end of the day, right? And you just have a bunch of people, like, it's going to get out of the dollar bin for sure. If collectors are wanting to look for that. But it's also a cool book. It's one of those like cool stories that and I'm just curious to see what Kirkman does with it, because those three characters, they'll be in the same space, I would imagine. And it'll just be an interesting to see how he writes rewrites those stories for a new generation. But should be exciting.
Yeah. Well, you speak about the dollar bin. So the Key Collector app has like this little feature that says like the dollar bin. So I clicked through it yesterday, and just to see, like, to learn something to look out for. What I find ridiculous is like they have some of the invincible ones in there. I'm like, there's no way you're ever gonna find an invincible, at least not now, any number. I mean, it doesn't care if it's like a non-key or not. You're not gonna find an invincible in a dollar bin,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's but
I
like going through it.
Yeah, it's crazy to think Invincible, right, that's where you used to find it. Like it was a dollar bin book. And given where it is today, it's like you're not going to find it there anymore. And it's kind of where I think these Valiant titles could end up too, and but obviously those have way higher print counts. So ultimately it won't be like, you're not going to see them hit like hundreds of dollars, but so many that will never be I would never pay more than $5 for a copy. You know what I mean? It's just never going to get to that status.
Was Harbinger one of the IPs, or
no? Harbinger is not. It's just those three specific ones that I mentioned.
Okay.
It's already I mean, I've seen it been talked about, um, and if you look at the top, like the trending 20, the top 10 um, trending comics right now, um, I believe they're all on there. Like, you know what I mean? Like the first off, the golden age versions are the ones you probably want to target, right? And these are still things you can find it relatively cheap. Like, you know what I mean? They're Dell comics, they're Gold Key comics, even though they're technically golden age. Um, those are not particularly high valued golden age books, but now they will be, right? The golden age ones. But even the 90s books, I think, depending on like, again, it all depends on some variables, but assuming like this creates like an invincible like property down the road, right?
Could.
It could.
Yeah.
You're gonna see people go after those copies. And so like again, I would never pay big money for the Valiant books, but you're talking about $20 book, potentially at the end of the day, and people stashing copies, and you know, like the value going up. So we'll see.
Yeah. Especially if people have been overlooking them or almost mistreating them. So if you find a high grade copy of something, you know, it might hold its value. I mean, I could see like a definitely jumping to a $10 book or something pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Invincible. Just like I was gonna say, you know, it took like 20 years for it to get there, though, because you know I didn't even know that it came out in 2003. That's kind of crazy to think about. So it was definitely like a sleeper for a long time.
Yeah, and Kirkman's just one of those like he's just one of those writers that I think has this sort of like magic touch when it comes to what comic book. I mean, he's got a loyal sort of fan base of people who will read his stuff first off. So if he just puts anything out, people are going to go out and read it now. But he's also got this magic touch with the quote unquote TV studio stuff, right? He had Walking Dead, he's had The Boys, Invincible now. And so I just feel like anything he touches right now, it's going to get optioned, right? And then it's going to, so it makes sense that he's like, if he has a vision for these projects and he has something in, you know, in the works that, well, first off, fans are excited about it, right? If you've got just a base of readership and it gets launched as a comic book run, that's really the foundation for all of this. So excited to see where it goes.
Yeah. I actually found I almost pulled the trigger on it. I found a reprint of Invincible #1. It's a comic, one of the convention exclusives, but it was a cover by Frank Miller and it was signed by Frank Miller. And that was kind of like what I was kind of thinking about it. It was $160 or something like that. It definitely doesn't hold the value because it's a more recent one. It was done in the last couple of years or something.
Oh, okay.
It's nowhere near the first print, obviously, but you know, Frank Miller signature, and it looked good. You know, because I know some of the later Frank Miller stuff is not the most desirable, but
the Wolverines, his Wolverine cover.
Yeah. And that one Wonder Woman one, isn't that also his? The one with the backpack baby or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's,
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with his health or whatnot, but definitely his skills as an artist have diminished quite quite noticeably, right? I mean, if you look at his artwork back when he was like kind of peak, like really dynamic stuff, like the Sin City. That's some of his best artwork, uh, and he's the only person doing it. He's sketching and inking that book entirely. Um, and then you look at like his more current stuff, and it's like, what happened? It's like, but
I did see like a recent it was like a YouTube video where he was doing a sketch of Daredevil. I mean, he's still got the skills. I mean, and you can definitely see that he's an older gentleman, but he got it, because I mean that what I like when I think Frank Miller, I'm thinking like that Daredevil run, and he was doing a sketch of Daredevil, and it looked amazing still. So
okay, yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes with these covers and stuff, it's all about how much time and effort they want to put in it, and definitely that, like some of those cover, like the Wolverine cover, the infamous Wolverine cover, you could tell he didn't put much effort into that one.
Yeah.
So
sorry, Ron. Yeah, I have about the Flores here. I have laminate Flores, and he doesn't have to do much to really make a lot of noise. I've, when I do the videos and stuff like that, so many times I like start over again, just because, when I have my headphones in, I don't hear it. And then you start and, you listen to it, and then you hear him like just, I don't know, licking himself or walking along, and it just sounds horrendous. So my apologies. It's, yeah. He's very nocturnal. I don't know. He like sleeps all day, and then like at night when I want to rest, he gets up. So
gotcha. Doggo was in here but left. She prefers under the bed. All right. Yeah, we got kids, we got pets, we got all kinds of things going on tonight.
it's a family affair. It's a family affair.
Well, let's talk about your. You've got two kind of concurrent things. One is your 9/8 submission that you're preparing now.
Yeah.
And then you also have a bulk submission coming.
Yes. So it still says, the bulk submission that's coming back, it says Monday. I'm still kind of hoping that it maybe shows up tomorrow for some reason, but I don't know. I'm giving FedEx too much credit there, because the more likelihood it might not even show up Monday. It might be Tuesday or something like that. You know what I mean? But you have no idea how tempted I've been to go sneak a peek, because I've been thinking about, like, I remember like what books were in there, and I'm like, oh my god, how did this one come out, or how did that one come out? Yeah.
Well, let's give the people a sort of a preview. What are some of the books we can expect when you do get them?
Yeah, so there's definitely a lot modern stuff. There's some Absolute Batman. I have the Absolute Batman Annual #1 is in there. One of the Absolute Batmans, the introduction of Bane. Absolute Superman #1.
I'll be done soon. Okay. Go to sleep.
What else? Yeah, definitely a lot of that Absolute stuff. Dork #1 is in there. And then from the older stuff, I think the one that I'm kind of most unsure about, because I think it looked good, but I'm very negative on what I'm thinking the grade would be, is ASM 299. It was a really good looking book, but you kind of have, especially when you just look at the brand new stuff and you're looking at 9/8 or hopefully 9/8, I might be off the mark there. But so I'm looking at them and I was like, okay, even though this ASM 299 is really clean, I'm not even sure if that's going to be in the 9s. You know what I mean? So yeah. I have a couple of the McFarlane Spider-Man #1s. There's a gold and a silver in there. Yeah, bunch of things that I think that we picked up together as well. I think there was the couple there's like a Punisher that we picked up over at Ancient. Yeah, I keep on thinking about it, and then I'm like so tempted to. I just wanted to go check it out, what it turned out to be. But I've been really good. I have not checked. The only thing I've been checking is the tracking on when it gets here. So yeah, and I actually got some 2 more things sent out, not for myself. I got 2 submissions for the signature series. So one Jim Lee signature went out, and one marquee. So remark. Sorry.
Yeah.
I keep on saying marquee. A remark.
Remark.
Yeah, both for Marcel. So the first one for the signature is that X-Men #1 with the cover of Magneto,
Nice
and then
book.
yeah, and then for the remark, it's the Uncanny X-Men 268. The cover with Captain America, Wolverine, and Black
That's the
Widow.
remark one. Okay.
Yeah, that's what he wanted. So
And he's
I
just
pressed the
leaving it
books
to the artist to do something there. Okay.
Yeah, he just we put something on there. We said on the we just said something Wolverine related in silver pen, and then just please, because it says in there, it's like you can request stuff, but it's ultimately the artists can do what they want, basically. Same when you're when you get a signature, there is some people put like a box in there and you sign there. And I've actually seen on live video, like Chris Claremont was one of them. He's like, I don't sign there, and he just pulls it out and just signs in the trade dress or something like that.
Yeah.
On the Spider-Man one, there's 4 variants. I think there might actually be more, but ultimately there were 4. The original one that came in a polybag, which the silver one, the gold one, and then there is a platinum one, and that's the big ticket item. Because that one, I think even raw, it's almost $1,000. And on the gold one, there's 2. There was a Walmart exclusive with a barcode. That one is about a $600 book. Mine didn't have that one, so mine I think would be around 50. But my book had some issues, so we'll see where that one lands. I paid $25 for it, so either way, I think I should be good. It's just if it comes back really bad, then I probably want to find a better one and do it again.
Yeah.
It had like a crease, which I got out, but on the spine there is like one of those little white spots. It almost looks like there's a piece of the spine missing, almost like it's very minimal, which could be from too many presses and stuff like that. I don't know. Because I don't have any pictures from when I picked it up, or I missed it altogether, So, but I'm still hoping that it looks pretty good. I'm still hoping that one could be at least in the 9 range, like a 9.2, 9.4, because that's the only issue. I really got the crease out of there. So, yeah, the Walmart ones are hard to find, and then there is on the silver variants. There are some misprint ones where the lizard has like the wrong color, and those are also very expensive. But it was never the polybag ones; it was only the regular silver ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're going to be either pleasantly surprised or a little disappointed. It's one of those 2 reactions. Now, you have expected grades for all of them, or like what you want to hit.
Yeah.
Are they all 9/8, or are they?
No, I don't think so. I mean, there's like, especially the ASM 299. My expectation on that one is like an 8.5. I'm hoping it goes a 9.0, but I'm thinking I have to be conservative and say like an 8.5.
Mhm.
I mean, maybe it's worse than that. I don't think so, because this is really clean. It has a tiny bit of a, like, from the back is coming forward a little bit. It has a tiny spine roll, right?
Mm.
So the backside has a few ticks that you can see. That's the only thing that can like that pulls the book down. The rest looks really, really clean.
Okay.
So, but I'm thinking that it might be good. It might be enough in the
Yeah.
overall look that it be in the
Yeah.
8s. Yeah, in some other ones, you know, like the gold one, I think I'm hoping it's a 9294. I don't think I have anything that's really, like, since they're more modern, there's nothing that should come back like super low in terms of the quality, but you never know.
Yeah.
Some of those, and that's kind of like where I was thinking about, because I didn't know how soon later I was going to have another submission. So definitely, some of those absolutes should have gone into like a 9.8 pre-screen rather. But you live and learn, so we'll have to see how it goes, and
Yeah.
we'll
I
find
think
out.
this is going to be a good just test run, right? Test run, learn some things. Hopefully, like the 9.8 submission that you're preparing. When is that? When are you planning to submit that?
Actually, I'll do it beginning of the week. So I sold something on eBay, so I have the money to do it. So I don't have to wait until I sell a couple of the slabs to get the money together. But I definitely, for the ongoing thing, I can't keep all 25 of them. So
Okay. Yeah, just hold off on submitting it, because let's see the results. Let's see the results you get, right?
Mhm.
And that may change your calculus for this second submission. You know what I mean? Like, get a good sense of like, oh, okay, I see CGC. Take a
Yeah.
look at the notes and all that, and then let that inform the submission you're preparing now. So
Mhm.
yeah, gotta do it in phases, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, mentally I have another submission which would be similar to this one, but because it wouldn't be all 9.8s. I know there's books in there that will not be 9.8s, but I'll be okay with submitting them anyway. And then obviously I think I have already like 10 books with signatures that I want to send in, but it's the grading and the verification and stuff like that. Like this one, you have to pay $35 for each signature, so it's definitely it adds up.
Yeah. I'm sure you're going to get a signature verification submission going here with some of your pickups as of late, right? So.
Oh, I was just sorry. I was just reading Ron's comment.
She almost.
No, I was okay. So would buying and having slapped some books and selling them still be a good way to fund one's own collecting, or has it fallen off? In my mind, it's still possible, but the stuff's harder to move. So it's not. I mean, people are buying it, but I watched some for Mint Hunter. I watched some of the live streams, right, when he's selling stuff. So the raw stuff sells a lot faster. The slab stuff moves a lot slower. Obviously, there's also a difference in price, right? I mean, he doesn't just have lower priced. He had some $100 ones. I think the cheapest one he had was like 60 or 70. And then they go up to like $500-$600. So at that range, there's less buyers. I think he's moving more raw stuff, and So, and depending on what I have and what I want to move, it might be. It's definitely possible, but it's definitely going to take a while. And that's why I also don't want to pick up stuff anymore that if it's a 9.8 will only, I say only, be $60 or something like that. Because even if it's $1 book or something like that, or let's say it's a $5 book. So if you have to figure 20, like in a submission like this, it's about $28 per slab. So you're like $33. So if you only get about 50 to 60 and you have to pay eBay fees and all that kind of stuff, it's almost not worth it, you know? So, and then let something, because, you know, you have to have the better shipping because you want nothing to happen to it and so on and so forth. Unless you can move it like locally over Facebook Marketplace, which I don't think it's at least in my area. Like I see the same slabs sitting there for weeks on end. Yeah, it's definitely going to take a while.
Yeah, you know, I think what's changing the calculus also on submissions and people's wallets and whatnot is inflation itself, right? Like I was mentioning to you, for me, like I used to think slabbing, I could just buy the book raw and slab it myself rather than pay for a graded book. But now it's kind of flipped. I'm kind of like now on the hunt for deals on slabbed books because of that increase in terms of the shipping and hey, what's up? In terms of all that financial burden there with the submissions now. It's not cheap.
Yeah. I mean, it really depends. Like in the example that you had with that Lois Lane book, I mean, it really depends on what you pay for the book. So if you're almost paying as much for the book as a slab one, then it's not worth it to send it in yourself.
So this is Noah-chan, Noir. She's our black cat, absolutely darling, sweetest cat. So yeah, no. I mean, I think the Silver Age books are, in terms of like the older books for the conditional stuff, definitely worth slabbing, I think anything, and I think that's why they have the tier, right? They have the tier of like, if it's before a certain year, grading just has a different, it adds so much value to the book because of that, because of the age. And if it comes back a certain condition, it means someone's taken the care to preserve that. It's not like something that was read and handled. So in those instances, yeah, like you have a high grade book that's older, it definitely is worth your money and time to submit it, because the value you get from us, whether it's mid to high grade, obviously lower grades, depending on the book, right? It could still hold value, but that's something you definitely would be worth doing. Modern books is a tougher call, right? It's because like you said, it has to hold some value there.
Yeah.
And condition's not going to be it's actually going to hurt you if it comes back less than a certain grade. Because why would I pay a slab book for that when I can pick it up raw in a higher grade, right? So it'll ultimately waste you money and make the book kind of, you're never going to get the value you put into the book on certain books if you're not smart about it, right? So yeah.
And that's why I have the 9.8, because there's definitely a lot of books in there. If it was to come back 9.6, then it's not worth it.
Yeah.
And I'm okay. So if those who don't know, if you do a 9.8 submission, if it's a bulk submission, if they reject one book, you only pay $5. And you can say like, okay, I take the gamble on $5. But like if it's slapped, it's almost $30. And then if it's a 9.6 or a 9.4, it might not be worth moving. I definitely have a book in there where I'm really one of the absolutes, the Absolute Batman 15. If that one comes back a 9.6, because I was dumb enough to put it in that submission and not wait, I'm not going to recover the cost if I have to sell it. I think a 9.6 slapped is about $30 or something like that, or $35. It still looks great. I mean, no doubt about it. But it's just like a 9.8 is about $100 versus that, and you have a lot of those on the modern books where the drop off is huge. And on the older ones too. I mean, there's obviously also from a 9.6 to a 9.8 can be big money, but there's still value in doing it. But on the newer stuff, if you don't know if it's not gonna be a 9.8, don't even submit it for a lot of the books on the newer stuff.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. So the 9.8 pre-screen, you're pretty much, the books have been set. You got a couple more things you're going to add?
I took a couple out, but then we had the Invincible one. I have that one in, and then the one that I found, the Assorted Crisis number 1, I put that one there as well. I'm still around 27 books. And I just I looked through a couple of them. I wanted to give them one more press, just because it is a 9.8 pre-screen. So have the last one in there now. And then but like you said, wait for until we do the unboxing, see how close or how far off I am on some of them. I mean, usually on the books that I bought the day off, I'm not too worried about, but there's a bunch of Absolute Batmans in there that I bought from Half Price Book. Actually, almost, all the better ones are from the secondary market. The Absolute Wonder Woman, I got it from there. I paid $26. The Bane one is from there. I paid $9. The Superman is from there. I paid $2. So
wait, the Superman, is that the standard, or did like
it's a standard? Yeah, for cover A.
That's a nice one.
First print. Yeah.
I might, if that comes back at 9.8, I might want it.
And I think I have that. Remember the one I showed you? That's it's a different Superman line, but it was that manga version. That one is in there. That actually, if it comes back at 9.8, that should have also a little bit of value to it. So
okay.
yeah.
All right.
So I was kind of hoping that'd be one of
the. Be fun. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna do it live. We're gonna do a live unboxing. We're gonna have to see tears of joy or tears of of misery.
What have I done? Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, I do need to move some for the cost, but also need to move some for. I'm already looking around, like what I'm gonna do. Like, I mean, 2 submission, that's gonna be 50 books or 50 slaps. That's
it's a lot of selling
space
we have to do. And we have to do it before the con, the Vancouver trip.
Yeah.
Some of it, yeah. Hopefully we can recoup some of the cost. I mean, you just really need to sell a couple books, right? For the submission to be,
Ron wants to see that Lois Lane book again, if you have it.
Oh, yeah? All right.
Are you taking good care of his Lois Lane book?
It's right up there. It's a beauty. Yeah, I the more and more I think about that pickup, the more and more I'm really happy about it because I think I got a really great price on it, given that it's slabbed and given that it has such good eye appeal. So yeah,
Yeah, it
I'm
looks
really,
really great.
yeah,
Yeah.
looked at on that one. Um, so yeah, anything from the week that worth worth talking about or mentioning? Anything that caught your eye?
Um. No, looking through some of the news. I don't know how, like, how I like the absolute stuff. There's some sketch variants from Jim Lee that are going to San Diego Comic Con. But
Oh,
I'm
those
pretty sure.
black and white ones he showed off.
Yeah, yeah. I
Oh
see.
man, that Wonder Woman, that absolute Wonder Woman one.
Yeah. Let me see if I can share my
Thing of
screen
beauty,
here.
man. It all looks good. Superman with the yeah. I was just looking at them like, oh man,
Let's
he's
see here.
what is it about Jim Lee? Like, why is he getting better with age? It's like all these other guys are like, you know, it's like his stuff is just getting better. That kind of
Yeah.
angle and perspective, I've never seen that on a Jim Lee book. It's ah good stuff.
All this. I mean, look at Absolute Superman. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
right.
In here, Wonder Woman.
And I like them as the sketch variants. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm sure it'd look badass with color too, but as sketches, it just
It doesn't need
works.
anything. It doesn't
Yeah.
need anything. It's beautiful. Yeah. No, but seriously, uh, when does that guy sleep? I mean, he runs an entire company. It doesn't look like he's even he hasn't even
Slowing down.
stopped slowing down.
He
I
said he
mean,
was going to slow down. But yeah, yeah.
like,
Um,
he did the whole Hush thing. Um, but on almost every other DC run, there's at least a Jim Lee variant. How does he do it?
yeah, yeah. I mean, he's also selling cards these days. we're talking about that offline, but he went on live and um, signed a bunch of he signed a couple cards, right? He's like these are worth something now, I guess. He's
Go
like
put.
printing
He's
money with the
told to the
DC.
guy, go put it on my eBay account and something like that.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
But
Speaking about that, so Todd McFarlane had another whatnot on Thursday, but I didn't join. I'm always tempted to, but what I saw a conversation on Facebook that some people were just saying that they thought the prices were more reasonable now. So I guess the first hype, like, oh my god, like this FOMO thing, kind of lowered. Um, I'm following him there, so he showed off some stuff that he, like, obviously some signed books, but then he had some Spawn shoes, like some really uncommon stuff from for collectors, and some toys. So it's kind of cool.
so you're joining the next one. It sounds like
I'm so tempted. Yeah, actually. I saw a quick interview. It was like a short clip, which was so funny. Actually, I like his humor. I sometimes too. Like, so they ask him, "What are the top 5 books that you sign?" And he says, like, "Well, it's Amazing Spider-Man 1, Hulk 340, ASM 300,
Spawn one.
Spawn
sure.
1, yeah, for sure." And then I forgot what the other one was. He said, "I felt assigned so many." He said, the books without my signature should be worth more money now because there's probably less of them. I thought it was funny that he can laugh at it. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that guy. I would say if there's people that you go to a convention and it's the he's the marquee person at the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like him, Jim. There's just a handful of people like that they're the they're the reason you're going to the event, right?
Yeah.
You're, oh, Jim Lee's coming to my local con. I'm there. You got to purchase the ticket, and yeah, it's interesting. They're rock stars,
Yeah.
like
Oh, I
McFarlane,
remember.
Lee, rock stars. Yeah.
And I remember the fifth cover is that Batman I forgot, 300 and something. You know, the one
yeah.
with the long, yeah, where he's holding the girl and stuff like that. That's a really cool cover. So yeah.
That is a book that's also you don't run into it all that often. Like for example, like ASM 300, that's a pretty prevalent book. It's one of those like massively printed books. And all the other ones too, like Hulk, Spawn, all these books, they're pretty, you can run into them in the wild fairly often. But that Batman book, for some reason, it's been on my radar for a long time. I don't think I've ever run into it outside of a show in the wild, like for a decent price. It's always kind of a bigger book. So,
and they did 3 prints of it too, and all 3 of them, they're almost like value wise, they're almost all around the same level, which is crazy.
Is that right? It's interesting.
I mean, the first one obviously higher, but then the other 2 are very close behind. And yeah, no, you're right. I mean, we've been to stores, and we've seen a couple of ASM 300, slapped or raw or whatever, but haven't seen that Batman in a while. I've seen it only online. I still can't believe that Jeff won it for that Hulk 340, and it was the direct version.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted $500 for that book. That's crazy.
No,
that's double the value.
Yeah, but yeah, the ASM 300 too, it's going back up in value. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, I think depending on the timing of the book, I think right now would be a good time to pick up ASM 300 actually, because it's dipped in price. If you're gonna buy the dip, do it, because definitely with the symbiote, Tom Holland symbiote.
Oh yeah.
Spec. I mean, anything black suit's just gonna shoot up, and it'll be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah, and then I don't know, like the that Secret Wars movie that they do, and it's not the original Secret Wars. Is that 2001, right?
Not yet. You can wait for me in your room, okay? I think it'll be a amalgam of the original plus the Bendis run, because I think the way they're setting it up, it'll definitely be more of the modern version with the excursion stuff and all that. So, but yeah, that one will also, I think that one will be interesting. It'll spike up the Secret Wars stuff for sure. Yeah.
It was already funny that Secret Wars #5 from the newer run, that book was laying in the Deadpool Wolverine, right? And then they just saw like a screenshot of it, and the price went up. So
yeah,
it's kind of crazy.
Well,
I know you need to attend your son.
The hall tomorrow. What are anything you're focused on? Anything you want to? I know you want to target Hilla Comics. We're going to Hilla Comics and the antique
shop,
location.
Yeah, just to see what else is out there. Kind of dig through some stuff. On the newer end, for my friend, I'm still looking for some more mask blind bags. See if I find those. And Yeah, maybe see like if it's a new store, maybe some signed books or yeah, I'm just ready to dig through some books. Um, the store opens at 11, so if I get to your place like a little bit before 10, should be good enough, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll leave
Um,
around 9. I'll leave here around 9. Then
okay, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not. We don't have to be there until 11. I don't even know when the antique place opens up. Did we check?
Good question. Might have been also right. It's just I remember it closed at 5, so we just have to make it over there.
Okay.
I think it's 12. I think it's 12 to 5.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
depending on how good or bad Hills of Comics is, so but I'm pretty sure like no matter what we look through, an hour is a no brainer.
Well, Hill of Comics, they the pricing there is not. You're not going to find any deals. You're going to kind of pay for what you find. You can negotiate, but they don't really do much of that. I think and that's the thing, like they used to have 33-cent bins,
Okay.
and you could find a lot of value potentially in there, especially around the conditional stuff. So like things like that Wonder Woman that you pressed out for me,
Yeah.
that was in there for 33 cents. And if you find a book like that, but they got rid of that bin for some reason because of the space. They're in a new space, so they may have restarted it at some point because the guy seemed like he was very swamped with just getting the store organized. But it'll be interesting. We'll go in there and see what we can, how it's oriented from the last time I visited. But it was one of those things like when I went in the new location, I was just like, man, there's just really nothing here that interests me. They do have new books, so I mean, if there's another Supergirl copy there, I might pick another one up there. But trying to limit. And in one thing, I do have an update. I gotta stay off eBay, man. You gotta like take my phone from me. First off, I put in an offer for a book. Luckily, the guy didn't accept it. So, I mean, had he, I probably would have gotten it because I lowballed him on a book that I've been wanting, but he didn't accept it. So that's fine.
Golden Age.
I did also put like a bid on an auction, and I won it, but I got it at such a great price. There's no, I paid $10.
Okay.
Paid $10.
Doesn't affect the budget.
It's a double signed book.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I made out like a bandit. Yeah. It's coming. When it gets here, I'll let you guys know what that is. But
okay.
Yeah, like I keep telling myself, don't spend till Vancouver, right? Like this. And I'm like, I can't do it. So, but there's also another good update. And I have like a quarterly incentive based on performance, right?
Yeah, you're talking about that.
The way it's looking, it's I'm probably going to do better than I did last quarter. So, according to my wife, if that happens, I get an extra $100 to spend. So,
nice.
like, yeah, I'll know, kind of the first paycheck in July, we'll know kind of what we hit. And again, if it's a specific, like we're hoping, it should be able to get another $100 out of my wife. So that helps. And also I'm trying to move some books as well. So we'll see.
About Portland, I was also thinking like because we just briefly talked about like accommodations and if that we could also to keep accommodations out of the picture or keep it low, we could do 2 day trips. I mean, it's a long drive, but we could do Portland one Saturday, and then another Saturday we could do Vancouver, Washington, if you want to, instead of staying overnight. It's something we can discuss.
Oh, that's almost better. That's almost better, right?
Yeah, because I mean, I looked at like accommodations, and we're going to be looking at, I mean, even at something you kind of be looking at like 120 for the night or something like that, and I mean, yeah, it's extra gas, but I think it still doesn't, I think maybe a long day trip would be okay.
I could split gas for both trips, and it would still save us. And it's it gives us it actually gives us a little bit, I feel like, breathing room, right? We're not having to do everything kind of on an itinerary. Like we could just go down early morning, come back, when we're done.
We'll be back late, but it doesn't matter if we Sunday we'll sleep in,
And definitely, I think that's actually a better idea, since we'll have time.
Yeah.
And this way, we're not forced to we're not forced by some kind of itinerary, like I said, like, we hit Portland and now we got to hit Vancouver in the same weekend. No, we can just focus on Portland, take our time, and then do it all over again, kind of be more, like we're not doing it in one trip. So I'm down with that idea, actually. Yeah.
Cool.
Let's do it. Okay.
Yeah. And like Ron was saying here, he still has 5 short boxes. We should go over to Ron's house and we should dig through his boxes.
Seriously, Ron's got to join our channel, and we got to just go through what he has and do it like a claim sale or something. I'm dying to get my hands on some of his Superman collection. I know he's got a really nice Superman collection. Just being modest and not showing it off.
I was thinking about you, Ron, because I ran into that Jimmy Olsen cover. That it's your avatar there with I ran into that, Don Rickles, yeah. So I ran into that. I was like, oh, look, it's Ron right at the store. Yeah.
All right. Well, we will. We're gonna do it all again tomorrow. Again, I'm not gonna try to pick up anything. I'm gonna be there supporting you. And oh no, my wife's texting.
You gotta go.
We'll do it tomorrow.
All right. I'll text you when I leave. I'll leave around 9, so then I'll see you at your place.
Sounds good. All right, man.
All right.
Have
a good night.
See you tomorrow.
Ron. Bye, everyone.